Good morning. Today we have to study about the pregnancy and the embryonic development. We know that when the blastocyst is getting implanted inside the endometrial lining of the uterus, the outer layer of the trophoblast start to develop and make the finger-like projections. And this new structure in the trophoblast having the finger-like projection is known as placental villi and chorionic villi. This chorionic villi and placental villi is interdigitated or attached with the uterine endometrial lining and make another layer, another structure. It is called placenta. And inner cell mass develops into the fetus or the embryo. This embryo and outer placenta are attached by a cord-like structure that is known as umbilical cord. And this umbilical cord is meant for the transportation of useful and waste material from the mother's body to the fetal body and vice versa. When the oxygen and nutritive material have to be supplied to the fetus, then what is going to happen? This umbilical cord will supply that, and when the waste material like the CO2 and other waste materials are formed inside the fetal body, that will be excreted out through the umbilical cord in the mother's body. We have to know that this placenta in the latter stage of the embryonic development plays endocrine role and start to secrete human chorionic gonadotropin, human placental lactogenase PL, estrogen and progesterone. Human chorionic gonadotropin, this is the hormone which is meant for the maintenance of corpus luteum. This corpus luteum, you know that this secrete the progesterone which is essential for the maintenance of the endometrial lining. And human placental lactogen, it is meant for the induction of mammary gland so that mammary gland can start the milk production, can start the milk formation. We have to know that in the latter cases the relaxin hormone is secreted from the ovary, and that relaxin relaxes the uterus so that the fetal development can be adjusted. We have to know in the mother's blood different endocrine glands have secreted the different hormones, and in the mother's blood we can say thyroxine hormone increase for many folds. This thyroxine regulates the carbohydrate, protein and fat metabolism. Cortisol increase. This cortisol is the glucocorticoids, and this is meant for the osmoregulation of the body, fetal body or mother's body. This maintains the glucose amount and the water amount in the body of the fetus and mother's body. Prolactin is meant for the induction of the milk formation in the mammary gland. Inner cell mass, that will be a stem cell. Actually, this is the specific cell which is called a stem cell, and this stem cell has the potency to make the different types of tissues and organs. So this different types of tissues and organs can be made by this stem cell, like an inner cell mass, and this is called a stem cell. And ectoderm is made, mesoderm is made, and endoderm is made. 3 germinal layers are formed in the fetal development, in the embryonic development, and this 3 germinal layer will later on develop into the different organs. By the end of the first month, we can listen the sound of the heart of the baby or the fetus by the stethoscope. By the end of the second month, we can see the fingers and the digits, digits or the limbs develop. By the end of the third month, we know that is the major organ systems are formed, limbs are developed. And by the end of the 5th month, we can any pregnant lady can feel the first movement of the baby in the mother's body, and the limbs are developed. And the fine hairs, we can see the hairs on the head can also be visualized in the 5th month. By the end of the 6th month, it is said that the eyelashes are developed, eyelids get separated, and that is the fine hairs covers the total body surface. And after that, the growth continuously proceeds, and at the end of the 9 months, we know that the parturition takes place. We have to know that the fully developed fetus will give neuro signal to the brain, and that brain will allow the maternal pituitary to secrete the oxytocin hormone. We know that oxytocin is meant for the vigorous contraction and relaxation in the uterus. So that pituitary will secrete after getting the neural signal of the fetus, that will secrete oxytocin, and that oxytocin will stimulate the uterine contraction. So as the uterine contraction will proceed, that contraction will also stimulate the maximum amount of the secretion of oxytocin, so that oxytocin can be secreted. in large amount, and the vigorous contraction can be continued. This vigorous contraction creates a push of the fetus from the mother's body to the mother outside the mother's body, and that push and that action is known as fetal ejection reflex. That reflex is known as fetal ejection reflex, and that fetal ejection reflex pushes the fetus outside the mother's body. And the process of birth of this fetal into the form of infant is known as parturition. And after the parturition, the different hormones have already induced are inducing the mammary gland to secrete the milk. Milk is secreted, and initially after the parturition or after the birth of the baby, initially the infant is fed by the milk from the mammary gland of the mothers, and initial lactation is suggested by many doctors as this milk contains many types of antibodies which will support the immune system of the newborn baby, and newborn baby will be healthy and balanced growth can be seen inside that. So this period from the zygote to this fetus and just before the parturition, this total period is known as gestation period. Thanks.